All right, my guy, I will end your texting nightmare with the ladies. By the end of this video, you should be able to start like thinking in your head, okay, I think I need to change my approach and even my mindset in regards to like interacting with women via text. Because I already made a video about this. I'm pretty sure I did, and it's probably posted already. A lot of the bullshit that goes on a guy's mind regarding women, it's all because of the cell phone. Like, if you were brought back in the 90s or even early 2000s, it would remove a lot of stupid situations for guys. A lot of guys fumble themselves just because of the phone. And I'm not going to get into details of like how they fumble themselves. You have to go watch the video. But yeah, I'm going to help you with this one and your texting nightmare. So the first thing I'm going to say is to really start ending your texting nightmare, you need to have a reason to live. Meaning you should have every day, every freaking day, something that like when you wake up after you went to bed, that like you're like, damn, I'm ready for the day. I can't wait to go through that day. Meaning you live your own life. And it's going to be the same thing for going to bed. Is that I want you to be so excited for what you decided to build for yourself, for your project or whatever, that sometimes even going to bed is hard because you're too excited for the next day. That's what I'm going through. But I managed to fix that problem. I do a lot of meditation. But damn, before, like a few months ago, I was just so excited for the next day because I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to do my projects, to do my workouts, to do all the stuff I gotta do. And I would be in bed like thinking about the next day already. And it would keep me awake. But now like I'm able to fall asleep because I have a whole protocol to really calm my nervous system before bedtime. So I pass out like a baby. Like, and then I wake up and I'm ready to do a backflip. But the thing is, yeah, you need to have a reason to live. If you don't have a reason to live, yeah, texting is going to be a nightmare with women because what happens is when you don't have a purpose or like something that you're looking forward in real life, you're just going to be there waiting for her replies or for attention online. That's what's going to happen. When you don't have a reason to live, your reason to live goes into the phone. It goes into the matrix, so it's like, how can I say that? It's like, you live for the phone. That's what's happening, is that you live for the attention. You live for social media. And that is very, very toxic for yourself. Very toxic. If you cannot detach from that, and it comes from someone who used to be completely absorbed by it. Completely absorbed. Like, I think the only times that, like, I wouldn't look like I was somebody that was absorbed in the phone is when I would spend time with friends, or let's say I would be on a date. I always had that respect of you don't touch the fucking phone. Unless you want to show a picture or something, but you do not touch the phone. So that was the only moment. But if it would be like in any other place, always on the phone, always on the phone. Even sometimes I would have a conversation with someone on the phone. Honestly, I'll be very honest. If I'm on the phone and somebody's talking to me, it's because I literally do not care what the person is telling me. And I don't even do that now because I'll just tell the person like, look, I don't want to talk. I'm busy or whatever. Because it's just like disrespectful to be on your phone and then talk to someone at the same time. And by the way, a lot of women do that to guys, and guys tolerate that. Very bad. Very bad. You got two choices. You talk to a woman and she doesn't even look at you when you're talking to her and she's on her phone. You leave. You just leave. You leave, or you end whatever activity you have with her. You tell her, look, I could do better things than just watching you be on your phone, but you have zero tolerance for that kind of behavior. Like, you only spend time with people who are present with you. So yeah, have a reason to live. Number two is literally learn to detox yourself from cell phone usage. Meaning, even though, because you'll always have some downtime, right? Like, I know some people say I don't have time for myself. It's bullshit. You can make time for yourself. It's just that you're stuck in the pattern of always doing stuff, so you're not able to just slow down and give yourself a break. Well, guess what? A lot of people, when they slow down and give themselves a break, what do? They go to the phone. You need to find ways to be able to slow down without going to the phone. That's the detox. Because even if you have a reason to live, if all the time you go to the phone when you have a downtime, you can still fall under that trap of going through texting nightmares with women. Because what's gonna happen is every time you're gonna be done whatever you're supposed to do, I don't know, like you texted a woman that you're interested in, and every time you're gonna go back to your phone when you have a downtime looking for that answer. It's like, oh no, she didn't answer. No. So even there, it's bad. You're better though if you have a reason to live. Like if you take the example of a person that doesn't even have a reason to live, meaning the person is just a pure simp, not going anywhere, versus let's say a guy that's less of a simp, so he has a life, but every time he has downtime, he goes to the phone. Obviously, that second situation is much better, but it's still gonna slow you down in your reason to live. That's the problem. That's why even just scrolling, I don't scroll anymore, me. Like, if I scroll, it's purely intentional, and it's because I want to find something funny to send my friends. That's it. But I do not scroll, like, I go to bed. Like, when it's nighttime, I have my protocol to go to sleep because I want to make sure I recover as much as possible, because everything is calculated with all the disciplines that I do with fitness. And even the fact that, like, I'm coaching people and I teach dance classes as well. Things are building more and more for me. I'm a pharmacist as well. Like, all these things, it's like, no, I cannot afford that. You know, like, and it's my choice. I want to be able to be on tip-top shape. So yeah, you need to learn to detox yourself from just pure cell phone usage. And not just social media, just using your cell phone. You got to detox yourself from that. You want some downtime? Go take a walk. Go read a book. I don't know, hit up a friend, call a friend, or a family member that you haven't talked to in a long time that you appreciate. Do something else than using your phone. And again, I'm not saying stop completely the usage of phone, but you have to balance it. I'm pretty sure if you look at the usage of your phone per week, I'm pretty sure you could like reduce it easily by half. Easily. If you're someone that's often on your phone, like, it's very easy to drop that. Now, the third point I'm going to bring up is learn to prioritize in-person interactions over digital interactions. For example, the girl that you dig, the girl that you're interested in, how about you make plans with her to hang out with her? Now, if you're like, oh, well, I'm afraid she's going to, like, say she's busy. Well, dude, you got your answer. You're wasting your time. If you ask her out once and she either cancels on you or evades the subject, you already got your answer. She's not interested. I just saved you a lot of time instead of like just talking for months and months and months and months. I mean, if you just want to be friends with her and you're chill with just being friends, that's okay. Oh yeah, by all means. But that's a different situation. You know, it's not a problem. Like, you like her as a friend, you know, or yeah, maybe you could be interested in her, but you're not eager to go out on a date with her because you're just not that interested either. Or maybe you saw that you two would not like be a good match anyways through time. That's okay. But if you're really interested in the woman, like you wanna see if things could move forward, just ask her out. Just make plans with her. Simple as that. You know, it's that easy. Or else, like, my advice is don't talk to her too much. Like, let's say you know she's busy right now. Like, she's actually, because there's two different types. Okay, you'll meet a lot of different women, and there are women that will drop you the excuse of, oh, I'm busy lately. It's the bullshit excuse, and you'll know. You'll feel it that it's bullshit. And you know how you'll know as well that it's bullshit? She'll say it very quickly. But a woman that really takes the time to say like, hey, I would really love to, but right now my life is so hectic, she really gives you a good explanation, you know what you do? You let her be. Don't keep trying to entertain the conversation. Let her be. You know, and maybe later on down the line, if you're still single or you're still interested, yeah, you can try to hit her up if you want. Or maybe she's the one that's going to hit you up. And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But don't start like, oh, I'm going to keep talking to her every day like that. When she's more free, we can finally... No. Like, you're going to completely destroy your chances. You're going to put yourself in the friend zone. You don't want to do that. If you really want to have chances with her one day. But yeah, so it comes back to the point, prioritize in-person interactions. So you make plans. And not just about the person you're interested, even your friends, your family. Give yourself a kick in the butt. Yeah, like you give yourself literally a kick in the butt to hang out with people in real life. You're going to see it's going to feel good. You're going to be like, yo, I don't need these digital interactions nonstop. That's fluff. Yes, it's cool. Like, you know, you can interact with someone in an instant. You can text someone completely on the other side of the world and they'll receive it within seconds. It's cool. But there's not real presence. You don't get to feel the person's emotions. You don't get to see their facial expression. It's not the same. Even like if you do recordings or whatever, obviously it's better when you do recordings. It's more intimate. But like even that, like it's better that you see each other in person, whether it's a person of interest or friends and family. You're going to see if you start taking the habit of doing things in real life more and not focusing online, the digital interactions is going to be extra stuff. It's not going to be the most important thing in your life. Now, the last thing I was going to say, the healthy texting dynamics, how to deal with that. I'm going to be like, it's not going to be too long. I'm going to make it very simple. It's like, dude, you meet a woman, you get her number or her Instagram, whatever, you start exchanging with her. Be yourself, okay? It's okay. You guys talk every day in the beginning, okay? It's fine. What you have to do, which will make your life very simple, is the moment, and that's where you're gonna see if it's a lady that genuinely likes you or just wants attention. It's that the moment you see that, like, poof, she disappears. Like, let's say she talks to you every day. She even initiates conversations with you, asks you questions about yourself and stuff like that, okay? The exchange is nice. It seems like there's chemistry. The moment you see poof, disappeared for like 4 or 5 days, whatever, this is where you go in discipline mode. I'll use different words to make the video more interesting. You educate her. If you want to be savage like me, you tame the hoe. Sheesh! Damn, that was savage. Yeah. Use whatever you want. You can see it however you want. You can be polite, very how can I say that? Like as if you're in college, curriculum, education, or you tame her, okay? And what I mean by that is, if you see that she does that, then you also don't reply for 5 days. Now somebody's gonna be like, oh, you're playing games. No. Education, because everything in life is education, okay? What happens with a kid that does something bad and the parent just says like, oh, it's okay, no problem. Okay, the kid's gonna do it again. And then eventually the parent's gonna get annoyed and be like, okay, you gotta stop doing that. And the kid's gonna be like, that's where you're gonna see kids that say fuck you to their parents today. Yeah, kids have the balls to say that to their parents today. Well, that's the thing, is because you tolerate it. So guess what will happen if a woman disappears for 5, 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I've seen it all, okay? And I've done all the mistakes as well too. And she comes back to you, and you, I don't know, you could do, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you, whether it's within 5 minutes, 2 hours, within a day you respond to her, you are telling her that she can disappear for how long, whatever, and you will be there replying to her within a day. And that will affect her subconsciously. So guess what? She's gonna do it again. You're gonna be happy if you're like, insecure. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be like, oh my God, she's back. You reply. And then at first she's gonna again reply normally, and then you're gonna be like, oh, things are back to normal, and then bam, again disappear. And then it's too late. You're gonna be like, fuck, what's going on? Ah, you educated her, but the wrong way. Bad education, boy. Bad education. That's why when a woman disappears for weeks, you also disappear for weeks when she comes back. And I'll let you in a little secret. When your life is gonna be good, that you're gonna reach my level, you're gonna become sovereign. First of all, you're barely gonna notice that she disappeared for weeks because you're gonna have plenty of choices. You're gonna have women that actually reach out to you to ask you how you are. That they'd like to hang out or do an activity. You won't even worry about that woman that didn't reply to you for 2-3 weeks. You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna come back. You might be like, I don't even want to talk to her anymore. Because you already got to see other people that are more interesting than her anyways. That's what's gonna happen to you. But let's say now you're at the level where you're still insecure. You gotta fight that urge. It's training for yourself. It's training for yourself, because I know you're gonna feel that urge. She's gonna reply to you after, let's say, a whole week, 2 weeks. She might even blow up your telephone. It's funny I said telephone, cell phone. You see, I'm old school. She might blow up your cell phone. Oh yeah, she'll text you one day, then she'll reply to your story a few days later, and she's gonna know what you're doing. But it's okay, it doesn't matter. You don't need to confront her. You don't need to tell her, look, I don't like it when somebody disappears. Don't even bother. Why? I'm not gonna say that it's because you're gonna give her power. It's not even that. Is that I want you to become at the level that I am right now. And the level that I am right now, I don't waste doing explanations. I don't waste time giving explanations. It's not necessary. The person is not even a person that's valuable in my life. A person that's very close to me, yes. Then I can go in a little discussion and be like, look, I thought that was kind of weird, or that wasn't cool. But it's somebody new. Why the hell would I go out of my way to tell you, yeah, I thought it was not cool that you didn't reply for 2 weeks or whatever? No. No explanation. And you know what's going to happen in these situations? Very funny. What's going to happen is, let's say, and I'll tell you right away. First of all, if a woman does that to you, disappears for 2-3 weeks, and comes back, I'll be straight up. That's not the woman for you. That's not the woman for you. Just, she's out. She doesn't exist anymore, okay? But let's say you want to gain experience like a Pokemon, okay? Yeah, you can reply to her after 2-3 weeks, okay? And let's say, I don't know, for shits and giggles. Watch what's gonna happen. She's probably gonna give you an explanation without you even telling her that you didn't think it's cool. She's by herself gonna be like, yeah, I know it wasn't nice. I don't usually do this. Believe me, you'll hear that bullshit, okay? That's for you. You want to gain experience, but I'll be brutally honest with you. A woman that disappears for 3 weeks, that you don't really know, that you're getting to know, she's not the woman for you. Next. Straight up. So I hope that video gave you some value, and that it's going to help you with the whole texting nightmare that you might be going through. And like I said, you just have to mirror. It's very simple. Now, if the woman disappears for 3-4 days, it's not the end of the world. It happens when somebody's busy, and they'll tell you. You'll feel it too. If you're very insecure, no, you'll be blind. You'll psych yourself out, and you're gonna sabotage yourself. But as you gain experience, you'll be able to trust your gut feeling and be like, no, I know she's just busy, because she'll probably tell you about her life. So if she's a woman that's very ambitious, don't be surprised if she goes ghost for a few days, maybe even a week. But it shows when a woman is playing weird ass games. You're gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be able to tell that okay, she's not there. Okay. So if you enjoyed the video, you can maybe say in the comments something that you're gonna work on or an experience that you had. And don't forget to subscribe. Like that, you won't miss the future content. So I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.